Our ancient ancestors understood that energy flows through all things. And they understood time as seasons of energy flowing into and out of each other in a circular and spiral way, and constantly interacting with each other. And using this understanding, they created their own calendar that reflected these changing seasons and the cosmological events that gave rise to them. This calendar was known as the Wheel of the Year. By following and living within the naturalistic rhythms of Mother Nature, they could make sense of time, and by understanding time, they could work out when to sow and when to harvest. And for them, for our ancient ancestors, the year began at Samhain, 31st of October, or the 5th of November, in the darkness, like all life journeys. And why did it begin then? Because they sowed their seeds at this time, while the earth was still warm. Seeds sown in the warm, dark womb of Mother Earth. The beginning of the gestation period, the beginning of the incubation period. Then came the winter solstice, 21st of December, the shortest day of the year. From now on, the days are gradually getting longer as the light returns. The short days leading up to this were a time of withdrawing energies inwards to support what was happening deep in the darkness of the land and deep within the human psyche. Now the light is returning after those dark days, and we have a change of energy. The stirring in the womb of Mother Earth ushered in the next great fire festival after the winter solstice. Those seeds sown back at Samhain time are now beginning to sprout new life, to appear on the surface. Imbolg, the first day of spring, February the 1st in the Northern Hemisphere, August the 1st in the Southern Hemisphere. The word itself means in the belly, and was seen as a time of new beginnings. The winter's nearly over, and the warmer, more fruitful days of spring are just around the corner. Winter is indeed pregnant with summer. Light and life coming from darkness. And our ancient ancestors emerged from their winter resting, many of the women pregnant, especially the younger ones, who would give birth when the new spring growth and the harvest would ensure sustenance and nourishment for this new human life. Likewise the animals. New life, all naturally and instinctively planned to arrive in time for the spring feeding of grass and bud. Our ancient ancestors personified Mother Nature through various goddesses, and so this festival was associated with the great goddess of fertility and growth, Bridget, the bringer of spring, the heralder of new life, the ending of the darker days and the return of the warmth and the light from the sun. Samhain, and through the darker days, had been the time of the Cailleach. But now it is time for the Cailleach to hand over her stewardship, her guardianship of the earth to Bridget. Time for the transformation of the Cailleach into the maiden. Time for the fertile aspect of the divine feminine to emerge out of the darkness and stillness. The darkness and stillness, that was the dark, barren aspect of the divine feminine, in a world of necessary polarities. This transformation of the Cailleach into the maiden reflects the same mysteries that are occurring in the earth and in the natural world, as winter gives way to spring in a structured, ongoing, cyclical process. Bridget was revered by our ancient ancestors not just as the goddess of fertility, but also as the goddess of fire and water. Believed to have been a goddess of the Tuatha Dé Danann and daughter of the god Dagda, her attributes were wisdom, justice, inspiration and protection. As a fire goddess, Bridget is patron of blacksmiths, and as the healing goddess, she is very much associated with the birth of both humans and animals. Fire purifies, And so Bridget, as the goddess of fire, as the keeper of the flame, was also keeper of the fire, the hearth, the centre of the home. Traditionally, the hearth was built first, and the rest of the home was then built around it. Bridget was called upon to keep the fire burning, both day and night. Bridget was the protector, blessing the home. Imbolg was the beginning of spring for our ancient ancestors. Imbolg is Bridget's festival, and her symbolic snowdrop is among the first new signs of growth and new life to peep out from among the last vestiges of winter. Bridget teaches us to embrace new opportunities, new challenges, new awareness, to be aware of the seeds we sow and what we want to grow in the future. Bridget is the midwife, birthing new ideas, new life, new happenings. Bridget is the goddess of creativity, patroness of the arts, clairvoyancy, divination, and the ability to envision. Bridget holds the flame, the torch, the light for hope, peace, and justice, not just for Ireland, but for the world. Imbolg, synonymous with Bridget. And Bridget, her name is synonymous with Ireland.